We're doing this interview the morning after the Golden Globes. Where were you watching the Golden Globes
I was
from?
fireside in my woolen socks.
You were nominated but didn't win. Surprised me, surprised a lot of people on social media.
No reason to be surprised. No? Austin Butler's win is exemplary. That's
sure, he was
well deserved,
yeah.
and it's an honor. I don't think you don't think that, but I want you to know that I do. I do, and he absolutely deserves that distinction. And that I'm really happy. He's a good guy, and the broadcast has reoriented some of my thinking about the HFPA, in that I commend them as a journalistic body with a broad platform to have given the stage to Zelensky.
If the freedom to dream were a spear, I proudly present a human being who tonight represents that spear's most honed tip.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear participants of the 80th Golden Globe Award ceremony, the award was won at a special time. The Second World War wasn't over yet, but the tide was turned. All knew who would win. There were still battles and tears ahead. It was then when the Golden Globe Award appeared to honor best performers of 1943.
Why this whole circus of Hollywood can be meaningful to reach many people, but in this case, it can be meaningful to reach many people at the cost of our very society. And it's important that we, in this case, see this through. It made an insular Hollywood event broadcast to the world has some much needed context.
So you didn't go there. You chose not to go there. And as I understand it, it was because of the allegation you made of sexual assault against the then president of the foreign press organization that's behind the Golden Globes. Given your profile now and the Me Too movement, I mean, do you think it had the impact that you hoped it would, your not being there?
I don't know that.
In terms of making a statement?
It would be too triggering for me to go, honestly. I'm not trying to uphold myself as any paragon or spokesperson. Yeah. I can only live the experience of my life and respect that my mother didn't raise a hypocrite. I don't know if I could have, in good conscience, received an award from them under the circumstances that have less to do with me making a statement and more to do with remaining true to myself. It's my fight, no one else's. I lament them nothing for their participation. They're right to. It just wasn't for me.
I mean, you mentioned Zelensky, obviously,
yeah.
Having a platform last night. Tell me about the importance of some of these award ceremonies to kind of maybe reach a little higher.
It depends on which they are. Some of them are just about selling ad space. Come on, there's a bottom line. It's called show business for a reason. I think that award shows are, beyond maybe those cynical opinions I just gave you, I think that they're important because they do reward the creators, and they do they do remind us of why we do this job and how privileged we really are to be able to do it when it's recognized in a meaningful way.